Hello, Cymra Hashiv and Jewish Misha Joseph and an alaba agus hamiadol a dhèanamh pastry jerk ollaidh an-diugh ha iad blasta agus furasta an-diugh. I want to tell you that today I'm making olive pastries. They're delicious and easy to prepare. Here's what you need. Okay, so ollaidh. Olives, that's the plural of ollaidh. Pastry, kasha. This is ready rolled puff pastry that I bought from the supermarket, okay? So don't try to make it, it's really terrible to try and make. I'll say, okay, so let's see. You take the pastry, it's very easy. Just take it out of the packet there. In Gaelic, the word for pastry is pastry, easy for you to remember. So just take the pastry out. You'll see it's all rolled. It's ready to be used. You just have to unpack it. Okay. Now, I have to say that I'm not the best chef, okay? So you can expect little things to go wrong here. Right, so we have the pastry, pastraidhean. I have the pastry. Remember, I have acum. There we are, just looking at it there. Pastraidhean, our pastry, or the pastry at us. Yeah, this pastry is already cut, so we don't actually have to worry about it. You can see there's cut marks in it, okay, but we just need to cut it a little bit more to shape it, but it's already been shaped. It's a large rectangular shape. Let's take the olives, ollaidh, our olives, and these ones are in vinegar, so it gives it that kind of different taste when we cook them, but we can't get fresh olives in Scotland, I'm sure of that. Maybe somewhere, but they would cost a fortune, so the jar is better. Right, okay, so yeah, this is already shaped, as I was saying a moment ago. You don't have to do much with it except splice it up into bits, as you can see that I'll be doing here. I'm going for some kind of 4x4 shape. But we'll start by halving it. There we are. Hamiagiri and pastraidhean. I want to cut the pastry. Hamiagiri, I want, and pastraidhean to cut. I want to cut the pastry. Irag to cut. You hear both. Hamiagiri and pastraidhean. Irag is what I'm settling with. I think it's probably the most accurate. It's already kind of cut there, so we're just cutting it into slices, as you can see. Very good. Yeah, very nice. Nice slices, perfect. Yeah, I mean, you can really play with this and shape it whatever way you want, but we have some nice slices here to begin, because we're going to make some different varieties of wrapping these olives, ollaidh, olives. Okay, so let's just have a look, just do a little bit of cleaning there. Right, so yeah, make sure that you cut these fairly thin, all right, because of course this is very, very important. We want to make some lovely pastry olives. Right, so let's just continue here for a moment. I'll just move this up a little bit, bring in the olives. There we are. Right, so I'm just, as you can see there, taking that first strip, and I'm wrapping an olive in it. And you can't really see that from my hands, but just give me a little second. There we are. Right, a lot of pastry there, but still, they are tasty and delicious, but you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. So that's my fast one. Probably a little bit much pastry, but it's okay. It's only our fast one. These will be cooked for 180 degrees, cooked at 180, I should say, for 20 minutes. And we're going to continue with these slices to wrap up the olives in different ways. This is a bit of a thicker one, but still, it's okay. We can also pop an olive in the top if we want. So let's just have a look there. Yeah, so you see there's a bit of a space, so I can pop another olive in. Very nice. Great, very nice, very nice. So the word for making, as you know, is dhèanamh, and it becomes a dhèanamh in certain circumstances as well. So just pop another olive in there. Beautiful. Yeah, see, that's really thick. But, you know, these actually come out really, really well. I'm not very good with the cosmetic side of things, but they are beautiful and delicious. So if you think they look ugly now, don't worry, because they will be delicious once they're made. Right, another slice of pastry here. Oh, delicious. Blasta. Blasta is the word in Gaelic for delicious. Blasta. Okay, so you can't really see from my hands here. Sorry about that. But I am just wrapping up another olive. There we are. Okay, so a few small ones, a few big ones. But when they are cooked and you see that towards the end, you'll see that they are delicious. Right, we are continuing le ollaidh. Yeah, cream cheese. This is an interesting thing because I wasn't actually able to find the word for cream cheese, but kasha is the word for cheese. Let me just wrap up this olive there. Lovely. Okay, yeah, so kasha is the word for cheese. And oh yeah, I'll just put another olive in there. There we are. So you get 2 olives in some of these. Really very nice, and they're really taking shape. Yeah, you can add in cream cheese. You can stuff these olives with cream cheese if you want to give a better taste. But you'll see in a minute I'll be sprinkling normal cheese when I change the shapes of these. So these ones are done. I'm just going to put them in the baking tray out the way, because we want to move on and make some other shapes now as well. Right, let's just pull this down a bit. Yeah, great. Turn it around. Yeah, there we are. Perfect, perfect. Right, so we want to make squares now, because we're going to make little pastry squares. Okay, so let's just do this. I mean, olives don't come naturally in Scotland, unfortunately. Well, there is a loch, isn't there? Loch ollaidh, somewhere in the north. I don't know where that is, but I've heard of it. So I'm guessing that's named after olives, is it? Ollaidh being the plural of olla. Yeah, so I'm just sprinkling cheese, normal cheese on the top. Kasha, agus, pastry. There we are. Delicious. Blasta. Blasta. Lovely. Right, yeah. So what I'm doing there is I'm putting 1 olive on every square. Okay, and then I'm going to pull up these little squares to make them into little packets. All right. Yeah, so you could fill these with cheese if you want. Plenty of cream cheese there. The word for cheese in Gaelic, kasha. Okay, so kasha, agus, and pastries. This is just some black pepper. Pepper in Gaelic. There we are. Right, it made all the difference, but because these olives are in brine or vinegar, these pastries probably would be nicer if these olives weren't from the jar. But still, I mean, they are lovely. Let's make our first shape. Blasta, blasta. Right. Okay, just pull this up here at the corners. There we are. You can't really see from my hand there, I'm afraid. But you can see I'm just making packets of pastry. I'll pull them up, then pinch the top. Just to seal it. Yeah, a little pinch there. Wonderful. And yeah, we'll be wrapping these in... what I mean to say is we'll be washing these in egg. Okay, which I don't do well. Okay, but you can see what we have so far there on the baking tray. So let's just continue to make these up. This is our next square. The kasha, agus, ollaidh. Oh, it's a bit sticky, this one, isn't it? But again, same thing. I'm just going to pull up the sides. There we are. Delicious. Blasta. Not the perfect shape, that one, but still, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm really bad at shaping stuff. Typical Gael. I have no sense of art. Sorry. Right. Yeah, so we'll just take the olive oil, the one that's trying to escape there. So the ollaidh, agus kasha, agus an pastra. There we are. Yeah, so not the best, but the best I can do anyway. Right, we'll just continue with these. Ollaidh, kasha, agus pastra. There we are. Just wrap that up, give it a pinch at the end. Clever, very good. Yeah, remember to pinch it, really important. Okay, a little pinch. Yeah, now we have a slightly different shape here. So these are going to be smaller. I'm making 2 squares. Yeah, and a little bit of cheese. Now, I didn't put cheese in the first ones. Cheese, of course, kasha. It's more like a Chinese dumpling, this one. Oh, right, but it's okay. When they come out of the oven, the shape is actually fine. You wouldn't know because they just look like lovely things to eat. Right, bigger square there. Ollaidh, agus pastra, agus kasha. Wrap them up and we'll pinch them. Wonderful. Clever, blasta. Okay, we'll just finish these other squares. Now they're getting smaller because, of course, I'm running out of pastry here. This is kind of rectangular, but I'm going to use it anyway. Okay, different shape completely. There we are, little pinch again. Remember the pinching. There we are, and it's only kasha, agus, and pastra. Agus, ollaidh, olives. That's it. Nothing fancy. Let's continue. Right, so this is a pastry we have left. I'm just desperately trying to do different shapes to use all of it. So here's another one I'm going to roll without the cheese here. There we are. You can see I've still got a bit of a space, so I'm going to pop in another olive just to make it a bit more tasty. Yeah, so I'm just going to try to force that in the top there. There we are. Lovely. Put that on the tray with the others. Right, what do we have left here? Let's see. Yeah, more squares. More bits there to roll. Perfect. Gleva. Very good. Gleva. Right, we're almost there. We're getting there. I'll just make some more strips to roll up these olives quickly. Yeah, I'm going to make them a bit shorter this time because a lot of pastry there. We want to make them a bit thinner. I mean, they do actually all come out okay. I'm putting a little bit of cheese in there as well with this. Can't get much on there though. There we are. You can see there's cheese and an olive in there. And we'll do the same with this little one. It's a bit thick, but it's okay. We have the ollaidh, agus, kasha, agus, pastra. That's it. Nothing else fancy. Yeah. These look like those little sandwiches you buy in the supermarket, don't they? But they're not. When they're cooked, you'll see they're very different. Right. Ollaidh. There we are. Yeah, our last square. So, kasha. Yeah. Ollaidh. Just give it a pinch on the top, like the last ones. Yeah, don't forget about the pinch. Put that away out the way. And that leaves us one tiny little bit. Pastra. Kasha. Ollaidh. No. No da. Ollaidh. 1 or 2 olives. Only one there. Right. We are getting there. Here's another bit that I just found. Okay. So we'll just do the same with this. Quickly. Ollaidh, kasha, pastra. Pinch. There we are. Blasta. Delicious. Okay, the shapes are getting more and more weird here with every moment, but it's okay because we are more or less done. So let me just move this out the way. Right. Okay, and now we can look at what we've got here. So we've got some weird shapes and sizes, but in other ways, these pastries are all fine, okay? Not the best, but we have enough of them. Okay, so, yeah, da, tri, ceir, coig. Oh yeah, we have enough of them. Very nice. So the next thing, of course, which we need to do is take an egg. Yeah, and we're just going to beat that egg to do a little wash here. Now, I'm really rubbish at this, okay? So this is not going to go well because I don't have one of those little brushes. All right? But it's okay because I'm going to beat the egg. Blasta, glé, vlasta. So blasta, delicious. Glé, vlasta, it very delicious. Okay, the word for egg is oo. Okay, oo. Right, so I need to do this rinse. I'm really awful at this. I don't have one of those little brushes, so I'm going to try to use my finger. Yeah, it doesn't go so well, unfortunately. I need to get one of those brushes. Okay, so I'll just do this. Careful not to spill it, although I am spilling it, so I'll obviously have to move this to a new baking tray in a minute. I'll just move these out the way, but still I'll use it. I'll try to dip them a little bit in the egg there that I've spilled in the absence of having a brush. So I'll just move these out the way. Yeah, there we are. So egg, ooh, blasta, blasta, really delicious. Right, okay, we're getting there. Yeah, we'll just try to soak up some of this egg. Wonderful. Right, we're almost there. Okay, we're almost finished. So if you're getting bored of this video, don't worry. Right. Yes, so, ooh, egg. I've spilled some there. So I'll need to change this paper. Okay, you can see there's a lot of egg left. So I'll just quickly do that now. I'll pause the video and we'll get these changed. There. We'll put them back in the tray. Un, da, three, ceher, goig, shia, shecht. Yeah, there we are. All the way up. Right, nice. Okay, so we're just putting these back. Well, look at the shape of that. Isn't that awful? Well, I've done my best, I've done my best. That's all I can say. Right, and we're just about to cook them once we put them back in here. Okay. Right. Beautiful. Gleva. Agus. Glevlasta. Lenition with the H. Vlasta. Blasta becomes Vlasta. Glevlasta. Right, there we are. These get cooked at 180 degrees Celsius for around 20 minutes, okay? Depending on the pastry and how thick it is. I would say 20 minutes maximum. Remember, flaky pastry or puff pastry looks a little bit white anyway once it's cooked. The top's brown, but it's not black. So be careful you don't overcook it. Very important, very important. Gleva, right, so they're all ready. And next, they're going to go in the oven. So let's just take them. Okay, right, here we are. Now they're all cooked. So I'm going to show you the finished product. Pastra le kasha agus ollaidh. There we are. They came out well, didn't they? Although I have to say, maybe if I'd used more egg on the top, that big one there wouldn't look so burnt. But this probably they're just enough cooked there. Yeah. So you've got ollaidh on the top. You don't see the cheese there. A bit white on the side, but that's okay. I think they're supposed to be like that. I mean, you can play around and do what you want with them. But they're all firmly cooked. I mean, I tried one there, really delicious. Glevlasta. Glevlasta. So delicious. Yeah, so very easy. So, whatever you're doing for the holiday season, I hope you enjoy it. And I'll be back soon with more videos to practice your Gaelic. So Tapalet, thank you very much. And I'm going to say, have a lovely Christmas. Just move these onto a plate as I'm doing that. And just to say, Tapalet, thank you for being with me this year. And I'll be back next year with more clips like this. And Marshinlet, Chiri and Drazda. Chiri and Drazda.